How's it going, everyone? Want to cover potentially a massive title being added to PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium, and timing-wise, it does make a lot of sense and also would at least be a satisfactory replacement for Horizon Forbidden West. So we'll talk about that. On top of that, bit of a PlayStation Plus update as far as some of the PS Plus Premium Classics getting trophies. But right off the top, it has been spotted that PlayStation Plus banners are now promoting Spider-Man 2, suggesting that the game might be heading to the PlayStation Plus catalog. And it does make all the sense in the world to add this game to the PS Plus catalog because Horizon Forbidden West was added to the PS Plus catalog in February of 2023. That was exactly 1 year after Horizon Forbidden West came out in February of 2022. Forbidden West has since been pulled from the service, or is about to be pulled from the service. Spider-Man 2 came out in October of 2023. October of 2024 is next month. It getting added to the service makes all the sense in the world, and this would actually be a solid replacement for Horizon Forbidden West. Let me also add that PS Plus Extra and Premium, I mean, I've been saying this for months and months. It needs a shot in the arm. The service has been a pile of garbage, and the update in September was so insulting. It was so insulting at how bad it was, even though I give them a lot of credit for adding the Plucky Squire, which let's also go over that in a little bit. The Plucky Squire is now available on PS Plus Premium, PS Plus Premium and PS Plus Extra. So you'll get that, but the rest of the month, and I don't want to pile on smaller scale games, but you need a happy medium of both. Bigger titles, smaller games, and that's how you get a quality monthly catalog update. On top of that, September had an absolute massacre as far as games getting pulled, Forbidden West being one of them, and you did nothing to replenish the service outside of Plucky Squire. It was abysmal. People gotta call out PlayStation, not only for DualSense going up in price, PlayStation Plus went up in price, and the value proposition has absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, unequivocally gotten lower. It is a worse service now than it was a year ago. That is inarguable. That is just a fact. After the price increase, the value proposition went way, way down, and I feel like that was absolutely exemplified in September, which is just unfortunate. It's a subscription service. That's why I personally bug out about things like PS Plus going up in price and DualSense controllers going up in price because those are standard consumer products. The PS5 Pro is not a standard consumer product. A subscription service getting you access to a back catalog of games, that's a standard consumer product. A DualSense controller, that's a standard consumer product. PlayStation 5 Pro isn't. That's why I'm not having an absolute meltdown over the price point, because it knows its target audience. PlayStation Plus Extra is a subscription service. The target audience is supposed to be everyone. DualSense controllers, target audience is supposed to be everyone. Why are they going up in price? And in the case of the DualSense controller, obviously the value proposition in this is the same, but things going up in price and the value proposition going way down is the most insulting thing that you can do to a consumer, and that's exactly what's happened with PlayStation Plus, and that is, again, inarguable. However, doing something like adding a Spider-Man 2 would at least add a lot of value, and there's a lot of rumblings about a Spider-Man 2 DLC being added, and if you are going to do a State of Play event here soon, what better way than to announce that, hey, Spider-Man 2 is going to be getting some DLC? Oh, and by the way, the game is getting added to PS Plus Extra as well. That's a big enough game where you could have a trailer for the DLC, and then right at the end be like, Spider-Man 2 getting added to Plus Extra in October. That makes a lot of sense to me, and Plus Extra damn well needs a shot in the arm, because month after month, some of these catalog updates have been absolutely terrible. I will give them credit. I thought July's catalog update with like Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion and Remnant 2, that was a good update, and we need months like that, and less so months like September, which I thought was an abomination, but Spider-Man 2 in October would be a huge shot in the arm. While I did crap on September's catalog update, smaller scale day one releases is something that I absolutely want to see, and they are doing exactly that with the Plucky Squire getting added today. This is available on PlayStation Plus Extra today. Day one title coming from All Possible Futures and Devolver Digital. The game is priced at $29.99, but baked into your Plus Extra subscription probably for the next year. That's great, and that is awesome. The game, as I am recording this video, is going to be out in just an hour, and by the time you guys are watching it, it's already live. 8 to 10 hours for the main story playthrough, again, $29.99 digital price point, and 2 difficulty modes and additional difficulty assist options as well. The game's got an incredibly charming visual style as well. Storybook characters discover a 3-dimensional world outside the pages of their book and must jump between 2D and 3D realms to save their friends in this charming action adventure. When the malevolent Humgrum realizes he's the villain of the book destined to lose his battle against the forces of good for all eternity, he kicks the heroic Jot out of its pages and changes the story forever. Jot must face challenges unlike anything he's ever seen if he is to save his friends from Humgrum's dark force and restore the book's happy ending. Jump between 2D and 3D worlds in this charming action adventure, solving puzzles, boxing badgers, flying with a jetpack, and enjoying many more delightful and surprising mini challenges as you become the hero of a living storybook. So that is available today. Again, that is the standout that I feel like that's great. As a day one title, love to see a game like Plucky Squire get added, but you need more than that. And I'm not saying we need comparable quality to Game Pass. I've never said that. However, there's a happy medium between what Game Pass is offering, straight garbage like PS Plus has been for a while, and then, you know, I want something in that middle ground. Not as good as Game Pass, excuse me, but still something that is worthwhile. And when you're pulling first-party games out of the service, when you're doing an absolute massacre in September, I would imagine and I would want there to be a solid replenishment of the quality offering and the content offering. That was just not happening in September, but Plucky Squire was the one major standout that I was like, okay, that's a nice addition. So was Night in the Woods and some of those smaller games, but you need more than that. You need games like, I don't know, I look at something like a Dying Light 2 that came out over 2 years ago, but has some value. A game like that getting added, I feel like makes a lot of sense, but we'll see. Lastly, I do want to note a couple of PlayStation Plus premium titles have gotten trophy support. This includes Time Splitters, Time Splitters 2, and Time Splitters Future Perfect. If you want to check those games out, you can now play through them and get trophies along the way if you're still about those trophies. Trophies were a huge part of my life growing up. Certainly, I got the wildest dopamine rush from getting trophies, but thankfully, I've been able to put that behind me. You know, obviously, a game here or there that I have an affinity towards, I will go for the platinum, but it doesn't happen very often these days, and you know what? I'm better off for it, especially sometimes trophy. I feel like trophy design has gotten considerably better than what it was back in the late and early 2010s, late 2000s, early 2010s, but yeah, still, forcing myself to get platinums isn't something I'm doing in droves these days. But that's gonna do it for me. Again, Spider-Man 2 would be a huge shot in the arm, and PS Plus Extra desperately needs it as far as quality content offerings. And given that 1 year after the release of Forbidden West is when Horizon got added to the service, and Horizon was setting up DLC coming out, Spider-Man 2, if it gets some DLC announced in this, you know, rumored September state of play, and then it's also announced that the game is going to be added to Plus Extra in October, I think that just makes a ton of sense and would really get people excited to, you know, have a Plus Extra subscription. I get that a lot of you guys own it, but high-quality first-party titles getting added that still go for $50 to $60 on sale, that's definitely a good shot. Plucky Squire available now on Plus Extra, and a couple of games in the Time Splitter series getting trophy support. Great stuff there. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.